Jacob grappled through the black hours till dawn, locked to God like root to stone, like a man drowning who will not loose his grip. The night sweated around him, river mist crept low over the ground, and still the Lord endured him. What patience there is in God towards man. But the struggle told the truth of us. We do not bend easy. There is an old resistance in our blood, a hard knot of self that wars against surrender. So the touch came, quiet as a fingertip, terrible as judgment, and the hip slipped from the socket. Then Jacob knew. Every limping step afterwards was a sermon carried in bone and sinew. The wound became his remembrance. Strength had failed him at last. The proud body had been answered. Are we not all limping, dragging the old rebellion through the years, wounded by our own hand, crippled by appetites and pride, straining against the very God whose mercy keeps us breathing? Yet the deeper wonder is this. God himself came down into the wound. The holy entered the torn place, flesh upon flesh, bone upon bone. He took into himself the bruise and the rot of our iniquity. The innocent carried the self-inflicted griefs of guilty men, and there upon the timber, high on the cross, lifted high between earth and heaven, the wrestling ended. For us to be brought low, he was raised high. For our crookedness to be made straight, his body was broken. The wounds that should have remained in us was gathered into him instead. The first man hid among the trees of the garden, ashamed beneath the leaves, but the last Adam hung upon a tree so that hiding men might walk openly with God again. Jacob limped into the sunrise. Christ walked into death itself, and one bore the mark of striving against God. The other bore the marks of loving man to the uttermost. And now, because of those pierced hands, because of that open side, the long exile may end. The soul may walk upright once more through the cool of the day beside the Father, unafraid.